you guys. So today's video is about depression. It's super important to talk about, but very uncomfortable. So this video will make many people uncomfortable, but if you're willing to talk about it, you're willing to maybe help someone, or if you yourself are feeling depressed, this can help you. I have a lot of tools and I have a lot of things to say because me, myself, have lived in severe depression. I was on medication. I had 2 suicide attempts. Very taboo, and it makes people uncomfortable because suicide and depression are so closely linked. People don't know how to react. People who are suicidal or in suicide, people who are feeling suicidal don't know how to talk about it, how to express their feelings. They don't want to. So depression and anxiety are 2 different emotions, okay? So depression, you're heavy, deep sadness. Either you don't sleep at all or you're oversleeping. You're just like your senses are like you can't function. You cannot function in the world. Anxiety is different. You can either not function with anxiety or overfunction because you have the fear of the future. Depression is pain and trauma of the past, okay? So fear of anything a little bit in the future, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's next year, anything like that, you get anxiety, you want to rip off your skin, you feel like your heart will beat faster. Depression is more like a downer, okay? So you're feeling extremely just heavy and down. There are ways to get out of the depression. There are ways that you can train your brain to feel different than the depths or what is, and you think that is stuck into your DNA. Now I'm going to give you an example. I was up north. I was walking down a pathway at my mom's house. Now this pathway has been there since the 1800s, okay? It is a pathway through her backyard, and it is like there is no trees that grow there anymore. Sometimes the branches come, but whoever owned these houses, they just keep cleaning that pathway, right? So this pathway, there's now at the end of it, some old shack, abandoned home, all crumbled and everything. Now think about this. Picture this path is your DNA. From ancestor to ancestor, you guys have been depressed and anxieties or whatever feelings that you've had. And now there is a neural network that is created in your mind that is stuck to this feeling. It is familiar. It is known. So you are so used to having the thoughts and those things because it is stuck in your DNA. So you're walking down this path. Now, do you know how many animals cross? We've seen animals cross in this path. People are constantly, there's a neural network just like in your brain. But at the end of this path, there's an abandoned house, crummy. The destination is pretty crappy. So you know your parents' destination, they lived a certain way and everybody's just like this crappy. So you think that that's going to be your destination. It's going to be constantly this old abandoned shack with nothing in it, no electricity, no running water, just crap. And you get there and you're like, oh, that's nice. So I was walking down this pathway and I realized that there was a new path that my mom, only a few years, my stepdad decided to create a new path. The reason they created this new path is because there's a beautiful hill at the end that they would have had to take a really long way to get there. But there's this beautiful, you can just cut through and you can see the sunset there and it's stunning. There's like a field, it's beautiful. But they have to continuously clean out this pathway. They have to cut the branches. They have to clean the snow in the snow. Like it is constantly, like it's as if every time in the spring they look and they're like, oh, we have to re-clean it. Now it's been a couple of years and now the pathway is kind of, it's growing. And now somebody bought that back land, the land in the back. So they can't go there anymore. So what happened? They stopped cleaning it. They stopped cleaning it. They stopped walking through. So branches are starting to grow. So my analogy is explaining that picture yourself having a thought and this is the negative thought, and it always leads you to that old house. It's negative thought, negative thought, negative thought. Now picture yourself turning. Now you turn into this new thought, this new pathway. This pathway can give me the most beautiful sunset. It is a possibility, but I have to work hard. I have to cut branches. I have to mow the lawn through it in the summer. I have to do so much to create this new, but to get to that destination, it is not easy. And some days there's a snowstorm and then all the snow packs on and the path, you can't go through it. And I'm like, it happened to us a few months ago. We walked, we're like, oh, the pathway is all blocked off. So what did we do? Took the snowblower, took the ski-doo, tried to do. Now, some days you're tired. Some days you don't have the emotional energy. Everything is crashing down in you. So it's just like us. We were cleaning out the pathway. We got really tired. We're sweating. We're hot. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Let's just go down that main road that you have. Let's just go back down. It's easy to go down that main road. But that main road would have led us to the crummy house where we couldn't have fun with the girls. There was a slide. We could have slid down with the girl. Like, I was like, I want to go to that area. So let's take a rest. So what did I do? We rested. We laid down in the snow. We were in snow pants and we just rested. And we rested and it was okay. So take a day to yourself. If you're having a hard day, you take a day for yourself. But know that you can create a new pathway. There are so many ways. I have videos on my YouTube that are explaining to you I know that people are like, I can't meditate. I know meditation is very hard for a lot of people because especially if you're depressed, and meditation, sometimes you're just too much in your thoughts. So you can't even get to the meditation. You try to quiet your mind and you'll feel good temporarily, but you're not creating a new pathway. So meditation is important, but you can start off with just closing yourself and visualizing yourself creating, like, I want to feel this. What feeling do you want to feel? What end result? Picture your end result. Picture yourself. And it's okay. You don't have to do it every day, but it's possible. If I would have known, imagine somebody can give you a glimpse of what is possible, because everything is possible. Although you don't believe it, you can create a new pathway. And now I decided with my mom, we're going to create a whole new pathway. And there's a lot of branches. I'm like, oh my God, we're going to do this because there's a whole other place that you can slide and it goes really fast and it's super fun. We're going to create a new one. It's hard. It's hard. It can take months. It can take years, but it is possible. It is 100% possible. So to get out of a depression, there are ways now. We have YouTube videos that you can watch that are a little motivation, but it's consistency. If you just give up on that pathway, you're like, I want a new pathway, and you just give up on it, it's snow, branches, things, and you will not. It's the same as your brain. You need to create a new neural network, a new thing. And then after, animals have to be able to pass, and then there's energy going through, and eventually the old path will close down and your brain will automatically go there. You won't go back to those bad thoughts. It'll just go to the good thought without even you noticing. It'll come naturally. It can happen to anybody. It's possible. Consistency, and it's okay. It's okay to have a day or two. It's okay to be like, oh, I need a rest today, a day or two, but don't give up. Don't give up, because there's so much possibility. If this can even help one person, if this video just helps one person, if I can save one life, like somebody helped save mine. There was a person that came into my life, and she's on my Facebook now, Rose, and I mention her all the time, and I know we don't even talk anymore. There was one person that came into my life at the darkest moment and helped me start my path. She's like, listen, I'm going to give you a way to start your own path. You need to walk by yourself, but I can help you start that path. And she helped me. She would clear out the snow and clear out the stuff and bring it to the surface. And she taught me also about meditation, and she taught me about just helping myself and getting to those thoughts. It is so possible for everyone. And for the side note to talk about anxiety, the people who get anxiety, some people have both, and the people you just feel like you want to rip off your skin, and you get these moments that you don't know about, fearing of the future. There are so many ways as well, and I'm going to do another video completely on a lot of ways. I already have a video, but I'm going to do more detailed about how to deal with anxiety, how to calm your brain, how to learn to be in the now. Same thing with depression. Learn to be in the now. It's a little bit harder with depression because you're so much in the past, and your brain automatically goes continuously to the past. But there's ways to bring it back to now. Okay? So remember, with depression, understand that it's scary to think that you have control over your life, because it's kind of exciting at the same time. If you created such a bad life for yourself because of your thoughts, imagine the life you can create because of your good thoughts. It doesn't come overnight. It's just like, wanting to lose weight. You can't just do it once, eat one salad. You can't lose it. You have to do it continuously, consistency. So I hope this helped anybody. if there's any questions, anything you guys want to know, please subscribe. Feel free to send this video to anybody you feel that would need this. And please stay safe during this lockdown. And love, hugs. I know people don't want hugs sometimes, but hugs can really cure the soul. Okay? On that, I'm leaving you. Have a great day.